Alrighty, thank you again for joining me. Today we're going to continue on with Sleeping Clarissa. And after that, I'll go on to the side mission.
Hey, Zig, does anything seem out of place?
There's no damage as far as I can see. It has been restored perfectly.
But something's off. I noticed it when I tried to fight. It feels different.
I get what you're saying. The way Clarissa is now, it doesn't seem like it has unlimited power.
Well, I think Clarissa was bound to the planet.
It's also different from when it was repaired before. That time, its power hadn't been awakened. This time, it seems to have lost it. I don't know how best to put it, but at any rate, it doesn't seem to be as powerful as it was before.
I see. I wonder why.
I think Zeon was attached to it.
That is probably because Shion is not here. The cosmogenic arms are weapons that were powered by the mothership and exhibited astonishing abilities. Now that the mothership's, Shion's power is gone, all of the cosmogenic arms have lost their abilities.
So, how do we restore them?
Indeed. I could make something that matches the caliber of that.
Without the power of the mothership, the Yonohate I used broke. And that was after just one use. Which means that the power of the mothership, Shion, was so important for the cosmogenic arms. Clarissa has even different roots than the cosmogenic arms we own. The fact that it retained its form is already a miracle. It probably will not regain the power it once had.
Then this Clarissa is like a memento of Shion.
Indeed.
So, Regius, you came all the way here because you finished discussing that matter from before?
Yes, that's right, Zig. I received permission from Shao. I request that you forge new cosmogenic arms.
Well, that's perfectly convenient.
You put it so simply, but as a swordsmith, there's no reason for me to refuse such a request. Oh, yes. If it's all right with you, I'd like to try to repair the Clarissa again. If I reconstruct it, I might be able to restore its power close to where it was, if not completely.
No.
Thank you, Zig, but I'm okay with it as it is. This Clarissa and I will stick together.
Soaring Blades, slice and dice.
Oh, to make your acquaintance once more is a joy without measure.
Keep your nose away from my butt.
What a coincidence for us to cross paths here. Actually, it certainly would not be a stretch to say this meeting was fate.
Let me explain a bit further. Katori was looking around for you so much that it hindered our mission.
So, we must have some sort of spiritual connection to be running into each other like this. Please allow me to explain how Soaring Blades work.
Are you sure you're just not a psychopath stalker?
So, my beloved Soaring Blades are two blades. They are not like twin daggers. Please do not think of them in that fashion, though. I believe the greatest characteristic of the Soaring Blades is that they are so easy to use. Even someone as unskilled as I can use them.
It's great that you acknowledge your lack of skill, but don't say it when promoting our class. With Soaring Blades, you can keep your attacks going non-stop by just maneuvering well. Not only are they easy to use, but they are quite powerful when you get used to them.
Please, by all means, give Soaring Blades a try. In good time, I hope that you can provide some guidance to my unskilled self.
Fully realizing how green you are is the first step. Once you do that, everything gets easier. Katori, it's time to start boot camp.
Boot camp?
Oh, no. I never said I wanted to go through boot camp. Hey, Saga! Do you perchance understand what a joke is? You are being a bit too serious.
The magic of jets.
If I continue this boot camp any further, I swear I will die. My dear friend! What superb timing. Please, come this way.
Katori, boot camp isn't over.
Boot camp?
Saga! Saga! This is no time for boot camp! Unless you are speaking of jet boot camp, for our friend here is inquiring about jet boots.
No, I'm not.
That's very convenient timing for you, isn't it, Katori? Anyway, I would be going against our mission if I disregarded this. Jet boots are unique weapons worn on your feet.
Oh yeah, I saw Finn wearing them.
Their greatest characteristic is that they can change the element and increase the power of your techniques by charging them. In other words, jet boots belong to the technique weapon arsenal. This weapon is more suited to a human like Katori than a caste like me.
To make matters worse, it is very unladylike to swing one's legs about when already overexposed.
I can't leave it to Katori because she is much too underqualified.
Thank you so much for your candidness.
I think that's all I need to explain. I carried out my duty as a tester. Now, let's resume your boot camp, Katori.
What? Oh, no. I feel faint.
You don't feel well? You'll forget all about it when you get your blood pumping.
You have absolutely no
Yoink.
knowledge of humanity.
Not my fault. Back to the main store. It may already be too late.
it's you. Hey, listen. I wanted to ask you something.
What did you have in mind?
Has, that Force girl, Marlow, has she asked about me or anything?
Not directly.
She and I fought together back on the mothership, see? But I haven't seen or heard from her since.
Did something
No,
happen?
it's nothing like that. It's just... I feel like there's this gap between us that I can't close. She just runs off whenever I try and approach her. That's what I hate about forces, I tell ya.
Sounds like
You know
you
what?
have a strange love relationship.
I guess the real issue is just me getting worked up like this all the time. Don't get me wrong, I can't stand forces. But that doesn't mean I hate her as a person or anything.
You are very conflicted.
I think she's got me all wrong. So I just want to set the record straight. That's it, really. But I feel like it might already be too late for that. Sorry for dragging the conversation on like this. I'll catch you around.
I thought they would have made some progress by now. Color me surprised.
A Tsunami?
It seems like things are actually getting worse, huh? That's not what I was hoping for. All of us operatives should be nice and friendly to each other. That's best for all of us, yeah?
What have you done? Is it already too late?
Oh, hello. Say, would you mind if I asked you something?
Shoot.
Has that hunter Oza asked you about me at all? We were
Actually,
together
yeah.
for a brief moment during the incident on the mothership, but I have not seen much of him since.
Something happened.
Nothing of the sort. It has simply been on my mind lately is all. It is not as though we cannot speak to one another. It is just that we have drifted apart to an uncomfortable degree. But he still just comes right up into my space like it is no big deal.
That's not
That is
it at
what I
all.
dislike about hunters. They are always worked up and lacking restraint. But talk like that is probably what made us start avoiding each other in the first place.
No, you avoided him.
I truly dislike hunters, you know, but I do not hate him in particular. There is lots I would like to talk with him about, in fact, but I think it may be too late, and this stubborn head of mine is to blame. I am sorry. I really should not have bothered you with a trivial matter like this. Take care now.
I think she just needs a little push in the right direction. But I guess this is mostly my fault, so I'd better swoop in to help. You'll help me though, right? Great.
Clearing the air. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Would you mind lending me a hand? All you need to do is have a chat with the girl coming this way. Thanks!
Wait. Oh, hey Marlo.
Oh, you. Why are you here? I was called here by someone.
Hey, Azanami! Where the heck are you taking me?
You'll know when you get there. Just go! Okay, here she is.
Jeez. What the...
Jeez, what the?
Oh,
Oh.
Wait!
what?
It's alright if you hate me. That's your prerogative. Just, please, listen. Have I done you wrong? I guess I have. I'm ignorant of things like that. I must have angered you at some point. So, I'd like to apologize.
That is not it. That is not it. I just misunderstood and decided to avoid you. You have done nothing wrong. I am the one who needs to apologize. I do not have any courage. All I could do was run.
All I could do was run.
There is nothing bad about you. I am sorry.
Thanks for helping out. Well, case closed. Now, we'll leave it to them.
A live concert is being held in the shopping plaza.
Doom and Downer.
Oh, imagine that. Never would have thought I'd run into you here. I'm working on a little independent investigation of my own, see? And I thought maybe this place might...
Sorry to burst your bubble, Theodore, but I don't think this place has whatever you're after.
Do you know what I'm looking for, Maria?
A way to change from a Dooman back to a Newman, I presume? It's written clear as day on your face. What's so bad about being a Dooman? It's not like it'll kill you. The change probably only boosted your abilities. Why change back?
It's just this look that Ulk gives me sometimes. One I never saw when I was a Newman.
Is that all?
Really? The same girl who seemed completely unfazed when she found out the twisted workings of Ox as a whole?
I mean, I'm not like the other Dumans, right? I'm like a forced evolution. That probably makes people feel a little uncomfortable, right?
I think demons are an unnatural evolution.
Oh, and I suppose she sees right through this negative line of thought, huh? Tell me, Theodore, do you have any idea how we casts came to be?
Hell, even I don't even know.
To save frail children, I thought.
Are you really that much of a fool, boy? Do you honestly think the Photoners would create an entire new race for poor little children?
So they created you guys too?
Sure, they used children with physical defects, but only those they saw potential in. We casts are typically created because our innate photonic aptitude outstrips what our flesh and blood bodies can handle.
Interesting.
It's a well-known fact that orcs fiddled with the genetic makeup of our bodies. And every once in a while, actually, more often than you'd think, a child with incredible talents was born. Talents so powerful that their physical bodies could not contain them. Once such a child was spotted, they were removed from their flesh bodies and transferred to a mechanical one to make full use of their powers. Even if the transference left them with reduced potential, it would still keep them fit for battle, and that is what mattered.
So how does that work with the whole scheme of things?
That is how we casts began. If anyone is a forced evolution, it's us. Now let me ask you one more thing. Theodore, do you feel uncomfortable at the sight of me and my fellow casts?
No.
No, not at all.
Well, then the same probably goes for you then. The only thing she's truly worried about is how fixated you are on this whole issue. If you have time to spare for worrying about nonsense like this, you should spend it by her side instead. Because more than our bodies, more than our abilities, what really matters is our hearts. Got it? Then hurry up and get out of here!
That was a bit crazy.
Tear into whiny little boys like him, who can never seem to fathom what's truly on a woman's mind. Still, at least he's not as bad as the universe's greatest blockhead of all.
Luther?
Who might that be? I'll leave it to your imagination.
This is the workout that never ends.
Die! Just die already, would you? Honestly, just how far is this boot camp loon planning to go? Oh my! It's you! Would you be so kind as to lend me a hand?
You need not bother. This is part of Katori's mission. We have been over this. As a test subject, you are obligated to engage in both real battles and training alike.
Yes, I'm aware, but I do wish someone would have told me how dreadful this all was going to be.
This would be nothing if you were better prepared, as evidenced by how easily I still draw breath as you struggle to catch yours.
You're a cast, dude.
I would appreciate it if you did not assume a fragile girl like me could keep up with a fitness elite like yourself.
You asked for this to begin with. If you want to end it here, I will not stop you.
Oh, fine. Let's just get on with it then, shall we? Do be sure to watch as I do my very best.
That was a strange change in tone.
She complains nearly as often as she breathes. Nothing good will come from hanging around here while she does. I promise. Farewell, then.
A reluctant new crew.
Hello. Thank you. It's me, Patty, the well-known elder sister of Pattaya. And here's my younger sister, Tia. And today, we have someone else, the new member of Pattaya. Come on out!
Hi. I'm Io.
Boss?
Nice to meet you.
Boss! Don't pretend to be someone else! That hurts worse than being laughed at! Patty wouldn't let up. She even cried. I had no choice.
Nah, we really thought Pattaya was getting stuck in a rut.
You could have picked like almost anyone else.
So, we invited Io to be a new member.
Like you held her hostage.
How about it, huh? Can't you see the potential of the new Pattaya?
No. Let her go.
You're all so lost for words regarding my bright idea.
We're so appalled that we don't know what to say, dummy. I'm so sorry, Io. I didn't think Patty was stupid enough to do something like this.
No worries, Tia. It's also my fault for being unable to refuse.
Feel free to head home. Sorry for putting you through this. Oh, Patty, you can find your way home by yourself, right? Later.
What?
You just got ditched, bitch. Friends of the Ashmaiden.
Oh, Kotoshira.
Ah, Lady Sakunahime has awoken. Consequently, she wishes to commune with you two.
Commune is a grave way of putting it. I simply came to meet you. There is no need to be so apprehensive. Kotoshiro, you must learn to adopt a softer manner. How will you ever find a partner otherwise?
You're Probably holding him hostage, too.
Lady Sukuna Hime, are you aware of the phrase, "It is none of your concern"?
Well, naturally, I know of it. It is often used when one hits upon a sore spot. Yes? Lady Sukuna Hime? Gracious. No need to be so formal. I am the Ashmaiden of Harukotan. I hold no standing for you two. Feel free to address me familiarly.
But that would be rude to someone of your status.
How is it rude exactly? I myself wish for you to address me in that manner. If you remain contrary, then I will simply order you to address me familiarly. But I would rather not resort to that.
You got it, hon.
Very good. Setting that aside, you are a rather meddlesome duo. Even if you have some connection to the horrid creatures that accompany the Nightfallers, you had no reason to follow this fool. Indeed, you should have used him as a decoy to fell your enemies. Why did you not do so?
That's just not how we work.
You might be right, but we couldn't just abandon him.
That is all?
Yeah, I think so.
Intriguing. I consider it an honor to have met you. After an eternity, I have finally met beings worthy of calling my friends. What a happy occasion.
Friends? No, we couldn't.
Is it that disagreeable a suggestion? Or do you believe goddesses are not allowed to have friends?
Not that.
That's not what I meant. It's just...
Then you should have no objections. I have already decided to call you friends. I care not if my feelings are one-sided.
Oh, Lady Sukuna Hime.
I told you to skip the formalities.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Sukuna Hime.
Likewise.
Emergency announcement. Signs of
And that's going to be it for this week. Thank you for joining me.